Alright, today we're going to change our lower unit oil in our DPE Outdrive. It's a 1.78 gear ratio, that really don't matter. Here's some of the tools. Really don't need this, but for pulling the cover, you'll need a wide, thick screwdriver head, an 8mm Allen wrench. I utilize this for filling it. We'll need 2 quarts of oil plus 26 ounces. That's what mine takes. Some take 26, 28. And then, of course, change our appropriate O-rings out once we remove our plugs. So we'll go ahead and start off. I'll go ahead and remove the drain plug of the lower unit. Make sure you get it in the middle. Go ahead and pull it. We don't have no water, nice clean oil. Inspect the magnet. Don't look like there's too many metal shavings on there. We'll go ahead and set this off to the side, our plug. We'll move up here to our top. So we'll go ahead and we'll open our vent on the top. To let our oil drain a little quicker. There we go, give it some air. You'll notice, just make sure on your dipstick here when you pull it, make sure you change this washer out. It does get pretty flat compared to a new one. It's only like 8 pounds of torque to put that down, just hand tight. We'll just go ahead and set that there. Go ahead and while that's draining, I'll go ahead and remove my cover. Make sure we keep our bolts in there. Now we'll use our 8mm Allen wrench. We'll pull our fill plug. And then also you'll have another washer on this we'll have to change. So back to the lower drain plug. We're pretty much almost drained. Do a nice visual inspection of the sealing surface of this bottom plug. Make sure it's not pitted or if there's any nicks. I always like to make sure it's good. We're going to put our plug back in. I always like to start it by hand. All these Volvos have helicoil for threads, so you don't want to strip it. You definitely don't want to over torque it. Now we'll go ahead and tighten our screw back up. You just want to bump it up till it stops. Give it a nice little bump. We'll going to pull our dipstick. Grab our rag here and wipe it. We'll go ahead and change our rubber O-ring out real quick. Let's set that back up there for now. Okay. Now, I've got one of these funnels to make it a little easier on me. Mounts right in the hole, nice. Just kind of wiggle it back and forth in there a little bit. Make sure your vent, your dipstick, is definitely not plugging the hole. You want a nice vent. And then on our oil, already got pre-measured 2 quarts and 26 ounces I found on mine. Takes it right to the full mark. So I just hold it up. I found changing my oil every 50 hours on this Outdrive seems to keep it nice and clean. Once I go 75 hours, it seems to dirty it quite a bit. Of course, everybody runs their boat a little different. Alright, we've went ahead and filled it. We'll go ahead and check our dipstick now. And we are good to go. One more time. Perfect. We are right at the top of our line here. I'm going to do it one more time just because it's so hard to see. Perfect. Right at the top. So one thing it took me a time to get used to is how this lower unit fills. So once you put your amount in, for this one it's 2 quarts and 26 ounces, I go ahead and let it set for about 5-10 minutes and just walk away, come back, then check it, because this oil takes time to fill all the ports inside the lower unit, and sometimes you can overfill it if you get a little too anxious. So our dipstick's good. We'll go ahead and tighten that back up. Verified that we had our new O-ring in there. And remember, this O-ring holds this pressure out, so you don't need much pressure on that O-ring. Now we'll go ahead and pull our filler tube. Set it down here in the pan. We'll grab our new washer and put our new washer on. We'll take our 8mm Allen wrench. Now this, reading the manual, this one is 25 foot-pounds, so don't go crazy. Alright, we'll put our cover back on. Make sure the drill's going the right way. Just go nice and slow until you know you got started. I just bump it up a little bit. Nice and secure. Alright guys, I hope this video helped you out. Any pointers you can give, be glad to accept them. Any criticism, give it to us. I just did a short little video, kind of help some people out. There's a lot of them out there, mostly from Europe, Russia, It's a little harder to understand them guys, so I figure I'd throw them out in English and hopefully help you out. Have a good day. Dum 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 dum.